All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. Get in here, get in here. It's time to get into some things, okay? So today I had the pleasure of watching Megan Thee Stallion's documentary, Her Words, a documentary that I didn't think that we needed, and for me, honestly, I can be honest, I was a little bit wrong because when it first got announced, I was like, well, we don't really need a Megan documentary right now. Like, why do we need a Megan documentary? Like, I just feel like, what about it is, why do we need it? And I was pleasantly surprised, and I was wrong. I feel like we did need the documentary. I feel like the documentary was the emotional side that we've always wanted from Megan Thee Stallion that we just don't get in the music. It's the relatability. And it was an opportunity for her to win back some of the people that she may have lost, right? And I also feel like the documentary allowed us, if you were open to it, to look at her and view her from a different lens and maybe get to know her from outside of being, Megan Thee Stallion, the artist, or Megan Thee Stallion in the headlines, or Megan Thee Stallion through the Tory Lanez trial, or Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj beef, or whatever it is, Megan Thee Stallion drinking. You got to understand a little bit of her story, her friends, who she was connected to, and, where she was, and what I thought was really interesting is you didn't see a lot of her friends in the story. You saw employees. The only friends I feel like you saw that weren't employees, right? I feel like it was the cousin. And I don't feel like the cousin is always with her because the cousin has her own child. But you saw her cousin, and that was it. Obviously, Kellen is her hairstylist, so you saw him, but he works for her. Everyone else felt like a team. The only true friends I feel like you saw were the cousin and Kelsey, which we'll get into the Kelsey piece in a minute. But I can honestly say, I know a lot of you guys are going to drag me, but honestly, the way that this was put together, if this was meant to win back fans for Megan Thee Stallion and humanize her, this definitely did it. I was already about to cry as soon as it started. Like, it's a documentary that I will watch again because I actually feel like I like her. I like her now, and I understand her. I don't excuse everything, but I get her, and I get where she's coming from. This documentary made me a fan of Megan Thee Stallion and want her to succeed. And what it also did is it kind of provided a window for me to kind of peer in and get to feel a little bit of who she was and who she is and what she was going through during that time, and make my own assessment and kind of get an understanding of why she probably was moving so reckless. Okay, so when we take a look back in 2019, that was the height of everything where Megan Thee Stallion was, coming into her biggest record had broke. Big Ol' Freak 2019, it breaks. You know what I'm saying? So it's a huge moment. That's the same year her mom died. Literally, they had worked all the way up until this point. Then her mom passes the same year that the record broke. Literally, the next year, we're in quarantine. But Megan Thee Stallion is on the rise. And mom just passes away. But we got to talk about, the mom was such a pinnacle of Megan's career. She was guiding Megan. She wanted Megan to win. She supported everything that Megan did, but she was also an artist and a rapper, and she was a protector, and she wasn't but she also would let Megan Thee Stallion be Megan Thee Stallion, like twerk harder, say the F word like this, and, give sex here. Like, she wasn't one of those moms that wasn't gonna, hey, listen, I'm raising a superstar. So the superstar is gonna have to talk about the superstar is gonna have to dance, be provocative. So I get that. And the mom was allowing her to have that space. So the mom understood the industry. Megan's mom understood what it took to build a superstar and where they were going. And so I love that for Megan because I feel like she had a mom that set her up for success. She had a mom that was setting her up for success. So her mom really did her thing on that. But Megan Thee Stallion, unbeknownst to her, didn't know her mom had been dealing with an illness. And I don't know. And see, they didn't really go into it. But what it gives me is the mom already knew that she was dealing with that, but she didn't put the pressure on Megan because she needed Megan to be prepared for the day that the mom was not there. And she didn't want to put too much pressure on Megan for her to lose focus of the bigger picture. That mom wanted Megan to succeed. I don't know. They didn't really go into if Megan, the mom, knew that she had a tumor or health issues before. It just kind of, the way that they presented it kind of gave out of nowhere all of a sudden. But if you ask me, I personally feel like her mom probably already knew something, just never told Megan, and Megan was just so focused on school and chasing the dream and let's grind. She didn't think anything of it. But the mom was preparing her for a day that she wouldn't be here. So we get to that point. The mom is really supporting her. She's the rock. Kelsey is there as the best friend. And then boom, the mom passes away. Megan is 23, 24 years old, and you lose your mom. I couldn't imagine. But then, not only that, your career just broke. And you graduated college. Walked across the stage. So everything you and your mom built and worked for, the moment came. And she wasn't there. And life was taking you fast. In your 20s, not even 25 years old. And you're hot. You're making moves. You're making money. But then you're also grieving. So absolutely, you are going to slip into a depression, a drunken state, maybe partying too much, having a lot of because some of that is what you're going to do just naturally coming into the life. But then also, you don't have your parents, you don't have your mom or your dad. Dad dies when you are in 9th grade. Mom passes away at the break of your career. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, now you're just propelled in this world, in this lifestyle, and you have to make it work. Everybody's coming at you fast. Everybody. You don't know who really cares for you or who really there to support you because they're only there because now you're Megan Thee Stallion. They don't care about Megan Pete. You're now a check. You're a dollar sign. You're an opportunity. You're a clout. And when you would usually have that guardrail of a mother to protect you, especially you being young and naive and beautiful and a woman, that being gone, you're just going with it. Trying to figure it out. So I can't be mad at her for being 20-something, losing her family, and breaking into celebrity stardom and not knowing how to deal with it. Megan Thee Stallion actually could have been a lot worse. There's so many people that spiral and never come back and actually end up dead. This woman spiraled for about a year. Had one of the biggest years, but then also kind of spiraled a little bit, but snapped back and became one of the biggest female rap acts in the game. To date, changing the game, stepping on bitches' X, surpassing bitches left and right. Okay? And so when we get to 2020 and she has the incident, she was wilding out. The only part I don't really totally like and agree with is because I could see the love that her and Kelsey had. I actually loved her, Kelsey, and EJ all together. I just wish that sometimes people that start together could finish together. And a lot of times that just does not happen. I really wish we can get back into a place where her and Kelsey could make up because I feel like Kelsey felt like home to me for her. You know what I mean? I kind of felt like Kelsey reminded her of a safe space. of home, of her mother, of someone she could trust, of a friend. However, Megan, which is no excuse, but you made that move and you played with Tory Lanez. And after you did whatever you did with Tory Lanez, you expected Kelsey to 100% have your back with a man that you kind of was messing with behind her back. If I'm Kelsey and that happens to me, whatever he does to you, girl, you deserve it because you thought you was good, because you slighted me. You got to understand, you're Megan Thee Stallion. You're the celebrity. You're the star. The public is going to believe you before they believe Kelsey. The public's going to feel bad for you before they feel bad for her. So it's like she has to take the back seat to you just naturally. And then you get to take her man too. But then when that man does you dirty, she's supposed to have your back. And you're so hell-bent on the fact that she didn't have your back, you're willing to cut all ties because she didn't ride for you the way that you felt like she should have in that situation. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. I think Megan should take accountability for what she did and understand and respect why Kelsey just didn't jump to bat to defend her and show up for her. Because I don't feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, Meg would do it. She wouldn't. So I don't think that's a fair thing to force Kelsey's hand on that. Because this documentary, all it showed was Kelsey was really loyal, really down, and really wanted Meg to be successful. When it comes to the Kelsey piece, it really shows that Megan is the reason that Kelsey and Megan are not friends. I don't know if they realize that, but Megan is the reason. Megan got rid of Kelsey, but it almost feels like Megan got rid of Kelsey because Kelsey had to get some self-worth about herself and didn't just jump on the bandwagon, even though Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion. Megan wanted Kelsey to go harder in the paint for her. And while I understand that, it's just a catch-22. You want me to go hard for this that I was messing with, and now y'all having problems, and you want me to go and just go hard. Like, girl, I'm still kind of mad at you for this. Like, I'm going to go with you, but I'm gonna let the internet drag you a little bit too. And I think that that's fair. So I think that Megan needs to acknowledge that, accept that, and respect that. I'm really hoping that they can really work it out because I really feel like there's a lot of love there. And I really feel like Kelsey got the short end of the stick. I know we drag Kelsey a lot here, but Kelsey, and this is the thing, this wasn't a Kelsey documentary. This wasn't a documentary put on by somebody else. This was Megan's documentary. So she was able to put in and edit it however she wanted to. And to me, watching this made me feel like Kelsey was one of the best people that ever happened to Megan Thee Stallion. It's no shade. And they really need to work it out. I really love them together. It's unfortunate that the things happened the way that it did because I feel like they really had a true friendship and a true bond. But going forward in the story, with Megan, I've learned that, I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, she's really not happy. And I think Megan now is getting settled in who she is and who she is without her mother. I think that it shows a lot about her creativity, the people that she has around her and her team, as far as like the progression from the videos to the fashion to even the way that the documentary was shot and edited. Like, her vision in her mind is impeccable. And what I liked is you could see a little bit of that in her mother, right? And her mom would guide her, and she would talk about how her mom guided her on that. And so Megan at some point picked it up, honed in on it, and made it her own. I really enjoyed that because I feel like we're now watching Megan put her mom to rest. Like, all right, mommy, I did it. I got it. I understand the assignment now. Now I'm gone. Now I'm about to be like, now I'm gone. I think for a while, she was so sad and depressed because, and she still may feel lonely, but she had to harden up because she was really gagging like, I'm here, but something ain't right. Something is missing. I'm lost here. I'm looking for that reassurance. I'm looking for you did a great job. You didn't do this right. Add a little bit more oomph here. Maybe you should go there. But the mom told her, listen, you need to go. You got to go to work. It was an unexpected leave off. But Megan Thee Stallion always had the tools, but she wasn't ready to do the work on her own yet. I feel like she still was looking for her mom, and who wouldn't be, right? But I think that was a lot of her struggle and her ups and downs in the drinking, because she's like, damn, mama, you just left me and it's just getting started for real. But I think once she took her sabbatical, went to her therapy, went to her retreats, and then she realized, I'm here. Like, shake it off. I'm here. I am Megan Thee Stallion. I'm a superstar, Grammy winner. I'm not a noob no more. I'm not a newbie. I'm here. So I think now she's like settled in it, and now it's become her. She's evolved 100% into Megan Thee Stallion, and she's about to run with it, you know? And I just think that I feel like we watched her morph into this person throughout the documentary, because it was like you could see her confused, but she always had it, but she wasn't ready to succumb to it, because it was like, you know, like when you just have to transition into another life, into another person, and you have to let the old you die, I don't think she was ready to like let the old person die, the old story. But I think by her mom passing the way she did, it forced her to let that go. And which way you gonna go? Either you're gonna fall off or you're gonna go hard. Like the mom led her all the way to the top, but to the tip, but she couldn't go with her. That was just so interesting to me. I love that though. But watching the documentary, you could see her going through those emotions in her head. Like, damn, this really happened. Like, she really left me at the height of of everything. And you could see her being drunk and trying to find her way and find friends. And I heard her say in the documentary, like, you know, I always felt alone, and and there's nothing that nobody can do about it. But I had to feel her on that, because it was like the closest person to you is gone, the one that you really, really trust. Everybody else here, they here after the fame and the money, or they're here to get paid. This is a team. If you fall off, if the team goes away, the team goes away. You stop rapping, nobody cares. Everybody's here for business. The unconditional love is no longer here. How do I navigate through this where I don't have my mom or my dad? And then I'm fighting trolls and haters and media personalities and then men, and now I'm getting and people think I'm the worst person because of this other guy and Rock Nation and this deal, and men hate me because they feel like I'm and this and that. The world hates me because they feel like this man got locked up because of me. And nobody's understanding that, listen, I'm going through a lot. No, I'm not perfect. Yes, I lied. But shit, I don't know. Yeah, I lied. I don't know why I lied. I just lied. And I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't know she was going to ask me that shit. I lied. I did. Shit, sometimes you lie. I lied. But golly, I had no idea all of this was getting ready to come for me right after I lost my mama, and I'm still having to grieve that. If you really think about it, her mom's only been Dead for 5 years. That's not a lot of time. Megan Thee Stallion has been in the game for 5 years. The start of her getting into the game, her mom passed away. That's a lot. So she's had to navigate that mental space for the last 5 years, plus dealing with the Tory Lanez situation in the trial and losing her friends. I'm not making excuses for it, but damn, that's a lot. That's a lot. And then you don't even have your father. Then you could tell she don't have a lot of friends, or she don't have a lot of friends that she trusts because they weren't in the documentary. So the people that she have around her, they probably cool, but they weren't staples in that documentary. She didn't give nobody no real camera time in that documentary if they weren't their cousin, her team, or Kelsey. It's no shade. No new friends is getting no real time in there. But I don't know. It helped me really understand. I feel like watching it from an empathic perspective, I'm looking at this girl navigate, but she's blindly navigating, but she's got the tools inside of her, but she wasn't ready to commit. She really wasn't ready to let go and bury her mom in her mind and move forward. Like, I think now Megan's at the point where she's like, all right, I had to grow up. My mom's not coming back. This is my new reality. I think she was in a daze for a while and just kind of like going with it. But once she accepted her new reality, she took off. But I think during that time, it was really, really hard because nobody really cared about her. Nobody really cared what was going on because you had the label situation going. You had the Tory Lanez situation. That's a lot for a person to deal with. Now, her personal relationships, I mean, I'm sure she got issues. I'm not saying the girl is perfect. It's clear she's got issues. But we got to give the girl some grace. A little bit. Now, she does need to take accountability for the way that she moves in her circles, because your mom being here or not, you can't move like that. You gotta respect your friends, and you know what I mean? That's just a personality thing, and everything can't go your way. I don't think that's fair. But in a nutshell, I like that she let us see her vulnerable. I like that she showed us the struggle of morphing into the superstar that she is. And one thing I do like is the fact that she didn't give up. And she continues not to give up. And that's one thing I can respect about Megan Thee Stallion. It's like, girl, you done went through all of this, whether you was right, wrong, or indifferent. You lost your mom, you lost your dad. You done been you done got stuck in bad label deals. You done had the industry come against you. You done had some of your idols come against you, but you still keep going, and you at the top of the and you eating stuff that was out before you. I gotta respect that. Megan Thee Stallion probably is one of the hardest working female rappers in the game, and you gotta respect it. And so, hats off to her. She definitely gained a stronger fan than me. I really wish she can work it out with Kelsey, but this documentary was a 10 out of 10. Totally enjoyable. I recommend everybody watch it, and just watch it with an open heart and an open mind, because I feel like, they put it together really well, and I left inspired. I left feeling like I want to see her win, and I understand her story a bit more, and I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan now. So the documentary was a plus for me. It won me over. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys living for the documentary? Do you like it? Did you not like it? Give me your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, keep that same energy, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.